Hello friends and welcome to Moment to Pause. I'm Faye and I'm so glad that you are here today with me. Wherever you are listening from, maybe you're on a walk, in a car or lying down, I invite you to gently arrive. Let's take the slowest breath ever together. Inhale. Long, steady exhale. This episode marked a little milestone for me. It's episode 10 and I'm so excited. And it also opens a new chapter for the podcast. Over the next few episodes, we are going to explore something that comes up a lot in yoga these days, but is often misunderstood or oversimplified. Yes, I'm talking about chakras. If you listened to the previous episode, my conversation with Richard, you remember that we touched on the chakras as part of a broader conversation around Transcendental Meditation and consciousness. That episode felt like opening a door. And today I love to step through it with you. Hello friends and welcome to Moment to Pause. I'm Faye Mohitian, a yoga teacher, a full-time artist, and forever student of life. And this is our cozy corner, where we explore yoga not just as a practice, but as a way of living. Here, you'll find conversation that inspire, stories that connect, and practical tools you can bring into your day, whether you've been practicing yoga for years or just beginning. A quiet space to explore yoga in a way that feels genuine, kind, and real. Real talk about yoga. No perfection, no pressure, just presence. We'll talk about the philosophy, the movement, the stillness, and how it all ties into our messy, beautiful lives. Some weeks, it'll just be me sharing lessons from my own journey. Other weeks, we'll hear from incredible guests, teachers, creatives, healers, whose paths intersect with yoga in surprising ways. So take a breath, get comfy. Welcome to Moment to Pause. I want to start by saying this gently. You don't need to believe in chakras for this series to be meaningful. You can approach them as energetic centers, symbolic maps of the body and mind, psychological lenses, or simply a beautiful framework for self-reflection. Chakras are an ancient system, but they are also deeply relevant to modern life, especially when we are navigating stress, burnout, identity, relationships, creativity, and purpose. In yoga, I often see how people intuitively feel their chakras before they understand them intellectually. A tight throat, a heavy chest, a restless mind, a lack of grounding. This series is an invitation to get curious, not to diagnose or fix yourself, just to observe, and understand and bring awareness. Chakras are wheels of energy that sits along the spine, from the base of your body all the way to the crown of your head. It has been told that we have 72,000 nadis in our body. Nadis are like channels. Look at them as a river that helps energy flows through our body, like our nervous system. These channels intersect in 114 places in our body that calls chakra. And here's something important to remember. Everything we put into our bodies, food, breath, thoughts, emotion, words, they all becomes energy. This energy doesn't just sit there, it moves, it flows, and it nourishes or blocks the chakras. If we fill ourselves with heavy processed food, with toxic air, with destructive thoughts, that energy weighs us down. But if we breathe deeply, eat with awareness, and invite in practices of love, meditations, presence, then that energy supports the natural opening of the chakras. When a chakra is relatively balanced, we often feel grounded, expressive, connected, clear. When it's imbalanced, we might notice tension, emotional reactivity, disconnection, or a sense of being stuck. This doesn't mean something is wrong with us. It simply means life has left its fingerprints, and that's totally normal. So, what are these chakras really? Along all the 114 chakras in our body, there are 7 main ones that sit on the spine, as I mentioned earlier. Think of them as a map of the inner world. We have the root chakra that sits at the very base of our spine, our body, which grounds us in survival and safety. We have the sacral chakra, flows with creativity and sensuality. The solar plexus holds our willpower and inner fire. So when somebody says, listen to your gut, it means that listen to your solar plexus. We have the heart chakra, opens us to love and compassion. The throat chakra gives voice to our truth. The third eye awakens wisdom and intuition. And the seventh of all, and the most cosmic one, I would say, is our crown chakra that connects us with the infinite. Each chakra represents a stage of our human and spiritual evolution. Together, they trace the journey of energy rising through us. What yogis call the awakening of Kundalini. One thing I find fascinating, and something we'll touch on gently throughout this series later, is how chakras relate to personality patterns and Ayurvedic doshas. We talked about Ayurveda and Ayurvedic doshas in a previous episodes with Krishna. And if you are unsure about the doshas, what are the doshas, I highly recommend to go back to that episode and just listen to our beautiful conversation with Krishna. Now, if I want to give examples of this, how the chakras and Ayurvedic doshas relate, is that, for example, grounding and stability themes often relate to kapha. Fire, ambition, and drive often echo pitta. Creativity, movement, and sensitivity often reflects vata. This doesn't mean you are one chakra or one dosha. It simply gives another language to understand ourselves with more compassion. You might notice certain chakras feel familiar, while others feel distant or uncomfortable. That alone is powerful information. You are curious about yourself. You are studying yourself. You bring in awareness to yourself. Over the next few episodes, we'll explore each chakra one by one. For each center, we look at its core themes, sign of balance and imbalance, emotional and personality patterns, simple ways to support harmony. Nothing complicated, nothing forceful, just a gentle awareness. Alongside these episodes, I'll also be sharing short, accessible yoga flows on my YouTube channel. Each one focuses on a specific chakra. These videos are designed to support what we talk about here through movement, breath, and presence. You're always welcome to listen, move, or simply reflect. All the links will be in the show notes. If you are listening from Melbourne, especially around Ivanhoe and nearby, I run regular yoga and meditation classes through the Pause Club. Having this little studio space has been such an honor. It really feels like a place to share the light, to breathe together, to move together, and to connect as a community. And while I'm sharing, I'm also feeling really excited about something that's coming up later this year. I'll be hosting a retreat in Vietnam, and honestly, I can't wait. It's going to be such a beautiful mix of yoga, meditation, journaling, mindful workshop, art session, and even a bit of Zumba. I'll share more detail in the show notes. If that already makes your heart feel a little lighter, know that you are very welcome. Whether it's here on the podcast, on YouTube, in the studio, or on retreat, I'm just so grateful to be able to share this space with you. Thank you for listening, for being curious, and for taking this moment to pause with me. Until next time, move gently, breathe deeply, and remember, this moment is your pause. Namaste.